Hi everyone. Part 2, we're going to make our bird feeders today. So you're going to need your clippers and your bucket of dogwood, okay? So we're going to start out with a big long piece like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two parts and I'm going to kind of just gently break those fibers in there, make it nice and flexible. And if you have really long pieces off here, you can cut those, but I don't worry about those till later. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend this into a circle, okay, just like this. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each end and I'm just going to twist it around that loop, okay, and it should stay, right, just like that, okay. So that's how we start it, super easy, okay. Then I'm going to take another one. And I'm going to go this way. Just take that and twist it around. Doesn't have to be super tight. These are pretty flexible, so they shouldn't snap. You can kind of bend that into shape as you go. Just like that. All right. Take this one. And I'm going to take that off and that off. It doesn't really matter where you start and finish. If you have any thin spots, you can just kind of wrap it there, but it doesn't really matter. You just can't mess this up. It's super easy. And if your twig snaps, that's fine. You're going to be putting enough of these on that it's not going to matter. Remember, you can kind of bend as you go. That's pretty good. Now this cracked here, but don't worry about that if it happens. You got enough twigs wrapped around here that it's going to support itself, okay? Just again, I'm just kind of bending and wrapping. And again, these are really strong. So just twisting around. Sometimes what I like to do is just take one of those ends and kind of just tuck it in there, okay? Again, you can trim this after as well. You don't have to trim it while you're doing it. So this part's a little thin up here, so I'm just gonna take that next piece of dogwood. I'm just gonna kind of fatten it up here. And then every once in a while, like I said, you're just gonna take this, you can tuck it in there, just to kind of secure those in there so they don't go anywhere on you. And so far this is probably my fourth one, so you don't need too many. but I like to do it enough where it's going to be thick enough to handle the weather and last. Just keep wrapping. So if you come up with something like this, you can have maybe just a little landing spot for the birds every once in a while. So don't worry about those pieces that hang out. And you can use long or short pieces. Once this kind of gets started, it doesn't matter how long they are anymore. Tuck this one. There we go. And every once in a while, just kind of change that shape. Hopefully everybody got a chance to go collect their dogwood. Hopefully you didn't wait till yesterday, because it was super snowy out. All right. And we just keep wrapping and tucking every once in a while. Really, there's just no wrong way to do this. Now once you do this, the first time, it's super easy. So you can make a bunch of different kinds. Yeah, the cat's, all right, stop it. Stop it. Just keep wrapping and tucking. Ooh, this might be a good oval one, I think. Okay, I'm going to do two more, and then that will be that, and then I'm going to show you how to make a loop at the top to hang it. And then, next week, I will show everybody how we're going to hang this with our fruit. So everybody needs an orange by next week, okay? And a skewer. I'll show you what that is in a little bit. It can be a metal skewer or a wood one, doesn't matter. Metal ones last a little longer, but you can find skewers at any Cub or grocery store. You know, the great thing about this is I like to try to make these without any string. And if we wrap enough and we tuck enough, this should stay together for years. I've had one that I made my mother for Mother's Day 10 years ago, and it is still hanging up in her tree. I don't think she's put any food in it for a while, but there's a tuck there. All right, okay. Now I'm going to trim a couple extra pieces off. Just a few. Got to make it look natural now, okay? I'm going to squeeze it a little bit and make it more circular. Alright, so looks like an eyeball. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little 2 or 3 loops up here. So I'm going to hang it like this. So I'm going to grab a couple of stray pieces. And I'm going to anchor it here. And then right here I'm going to do a loop. Something like that. Okay. And there's a good piece right here. Watch your eyeballs. Alright. And then I'm going to go around this way and make another loop. I'm going to do at least 3 or 4 pieces for the loop, so that loop will always be nice and strong. And they don't have to be super close, the loops, just a couple of. There we go. Not bad. All right. Slip that around again. That. All right. Tuck that in there. Alright, so this is what I have for skewer. I have a bunch of metal ones. And the longer ones I think are better, just so you have enough room for your fruit. So these are a little short. But what you're going to need, make sure you get a nice long skewer and an orange. So next week we're going to put that together and then we're going to hang it. Okay, so have fun doing this today. Okay, remember, you can't mess it up. It's super easy. Take your time and I will see you next week. Alright, bye.